How you getting along, Calida? You having any problems?
It's been good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been trying to like work on like making my rolls so that like it stays in time, so like I'm not like delaying myself with the roll.
Oh, yes. Taking too much time with the ornaments. That's what the Irish people say. You're taking
Yeah.
too much time with the ornaments. So it's a classic, it's a very common thing, you know? Can I hear a little bit? See how you're doing?
Sure.
Awesome. Oh, nice. Very nice. Awesome, Calida. Jeez, I wouldn't be complaining about them rolls. Very nice. Although I can see where you might be hanging up a little bit where you could save some time, which is right now it sounds like you're kind of doing two notes. Diddly da. Okay? So why don't you try combining them into one? The best way to do that is speed up your bow partway through. See that? A little speed of the bow. It should carry you through that little hesitation there. Otherwise, nice spacing. Like that's what I really like about it. Very, very good job. Anybody else having awesome rolls like Calida? Or want awesome rolls like Calida? Anybody having anything that's hanging them up where they can't get through? Or can we speed it up a bit? Okay. Now, Calida, this will be a chance for you to try this idea because a little faster will be challenging. Okay? Excellent. Jeez. Nice roll, man. Okay, a little faster. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Little faster. All right, that was a challenge, eh? Yeah. Well, it looked like everybody was doing pretty good, though, except Melody dropped her guns and cowered before the enemy. But other than that, it's doing pretty good. How's everybody feeling? What went wrong?
It's fun to get faster like that. I I mean, I went totally off the rails and my rolls were a blob, but that's okay. It was still just nice to kind of feel like I was in the rhythm of it.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. What rolls? There you go. Yeah, and that's always an option, you know. I still do it from time to time. Just play unornamented, you know. Just play a cut or something like that and get through it. And make, you know, when I was trying to get rolls in there, I would just make a goal of one roll in the tune. One roll. And if it was one that happened like every time, even then, I would just be like, I'm going to play cuts, but the very last time I'm going to try a roll, you know? So, and I think it's a really good way to get these things in. So keep doing that. Just keep sawing away. Anybody have any successes or discouragements? Pretty good? Working pretty good? Okay, good. As a goal. But how about a little bit slower than that? Did that work okay? That looked like it was going pretty good. Yeah, okay, that's good. So there you go. Right on track. Now, Wise Maid. All right, let's get the Wise Maid out and have a look at her. And while you're doing that, I'll play it. Okay. Got that going around there? D major, big D major tune that never lets up. So we just finished learning it last week, so let's take her slow because it's a handful. It's not a hard tune, but there's a lot of notes. Okay, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, and lot of notes. Well, remember that movie, Amadeus? And Mozart's, or Salieri's patron was like, too many notes, too many notes. This is this tune. Anyway, how we doing there, guys, at that speed? Everybody able to get through it pretty well? I know it's a lot of music, so I'd say we could grind it a good few more times. Does anybody have any problems they want to work out before we do that? Before we take the grinder to it? Anything at all? Bits I'm playing different than the version?
I need to bring up the word bow.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. So the biggest thing for the bowing, here I'll give you two kind of scenarios for the bowing, okay? The first scenario is down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Every time you hit a long note on the down bow, which the most of them will be on the down bow, do an up, up right after. The rest of it, just single bow it. Down, up, up, down, up, down, up, dippy diddle, dippy diddle, down, up, down, diddle, 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 down, up, down, up. See that? And then in the second part, down, up, down, up, dippy diddle, diddle. It's all kind of like, it's like, sort of like phrased that way, the same way. See that?
I finished the kite phrase.
Nice. You want us to show these guys? It's pretty cool. Nice fastening with tape. Kite frame.
That's awesome.
No,
Yeah.
I got that newspaper. It wasn't on the coffee table.
Okay, well, we'll have go looking for it. It's got to be up there. Mom never read it on Saturday, so it's got to be around somewhere.
Wait, was it in a box?
I don't know, but try for the big paper too. Yes, Melanie.
Those triplets, is that all up or all down?
Now let me just take a look at the triplets because I realized that those are going to be all up.
Okay.
In the first part. In the second part, there's one triplet there, and that's going to be. See that? It's kind of like a cut there when you have a triplet on the one on beat one like that. So you're probably going to single bow it, and then you're going to go up, up. See that? So otherwise, that's all I want you to do. That's it. Just up, up after every long note or after, that particular triplet there. That will work. No matter what, it will work. Okay? Now, I'm doing some fancy stuff, and it's not really that fancy. It's not that complicated. But what I'm doing is this. I do a roll there. Now you see how I'm doing that? I'm picking up those up bows from the and. So down, up, up, down, up, down. Now I'm going to pick it up. See that? 3 notes in the up starting on that E. That one too, you see that? That's a real Irish thing. When there's a few notes on the same string, they like to slur it, so when you take your fingers off, you get those popping sounds. See, that's really rhythmic and nice. I love that, okay? So that's what I'm doing there. Here's another up. See that? Nice sneaky up. You can tell because I'm always dragging my shoulder up when I do those because I'm trying to exaggerate. See that? So if you wanted to get those, and to let you know, they always come on the and. They always start on the and of 4 or the and of 2. Okay? Do you know what I mean by that? Does everybody know what the and is? So when you count reels, it's like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. See that? That's how they split up rhythm. Classical musicians, legit musicians, that's how they say that, okay? And if there's 16th notes, then they say 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. See that? That gives you each beat, it gives you the parts of each beat. So these particular up bows happen on the and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I call it the surprise up because it starts before you expect it, right? On the and of the measure, either on the and of 2 or usually on the and of 4. Okay, now I'm saying this because there's no set rule. Like you'll find different people doing it in different places, but that 3 notes in the up starting on the and is an element that I've seen a lot throughout everybody, you know. So it'll help with that sound if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, you go down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and it will work. Okay. Because that's the most important thing at this point is a success rate. Once you have a success rate at that bowing pattern, you can move on. Because if you get screwed up, you always just can go back to that. See that? Anyway, so shall we try it again with that in mind? And you guys just try what you want to try. We'll go nice and slow again, and you can try some of those big ups or just the up-ups. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and... I saw some fancy bowing in there. Who had some success doing some of that bowing? No, Debbie? Were you able to do just the regular pattern?
Oh, I was mixing it all up, but I don't think I was doing it right. And I was trying to do some rolls, and I can't figure out the bowing. And anyways, it's okay. I'll figure it out.
I think it might be a good idea for you to do, like, I like the idea that you're trying some rolls and stuff. I don't want you to stop doing that. So maybe it would be a good idea to do just the regular down, up, up, down, up, down, up. you know, while you're practicing, and then see if we can kind of venture off from that once you have that really solidly under your arm. That's what I was saying. Like, you need a jumping off point. You need something, a reference that your arm can do no matter what happens. You know what I mean? Okay. So how about somebody else? Who else was having trouble? How about you, Melanie?
Just out of curiosity, not that I'm doing it yet, but the down, up, up starts on the second bar. Is that like you're missing the pickup notes, right?
I'm not talking about the pickup notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts on the second bar.
Now, I should let you know that nobody would ever call that the second bar. Pickup notes are not really included.
Okay.
Because they're usually optional. Like, I know a few pickup notes for this tune. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you're right. It would be, the up would be in that next bar. Now, they have a roll here, but I explained last time how you don't have to do the roll. You can do F, F, A, F. Yeah. Okay,
I'm
good,
sorry.
good
I'm
question.
already thrown off because so it was, F is like your first note. Forget the pickup. So F is your first note.
Yeah.
And then E is where I put the up.
Yes, so no, so that was very confusing, and I'm sorry, because last time, and you were, I think you were absent last time, weren't you? Yeah, so last time I talked about how that's a roll there, right? But if you don't want to do the roll, if you just want to do the regular F, then you play F, F, G. So that F becomes a quarter note, and then you add another one that is an eighth note. See, and that would be the up, the F and the G.
I was doing the roll there.
Well, that's nice too. Now, if you do the roll, you do the roll on a down bow, and then the next note on an up bow, and then down, up, down, up, down, up you go.
Oh, okay.
The first, if you're doing the roll, the first up you encounter would be after that triplet in the third bar of the tune.
So not the triplets aren't all up bows. It's just two of them.
Oh no, those sorry, those triplets are up bows. So the first place you would encounter an up, then it's not till the second part.
Okay, it's second last bar.
Nope, that's also an up bow triplet. Yum, up, deedle, daddle. So the first up you'd encounter, if you're doing the roll, is in the first bar of the second part. D, A, G, that would be an up. Okay? Good to clarify, especially with the different possibilities. Kayla, did you have a comment?
Yeah, I'm stuck on something basic where I feel like I'm missing a note for the long roll on the F.
Okay.
In the first part, I feel like I do the long roll and then I'm always like a note or two behind once you keep playing after the roll. So I don't know, are you playing it as written? Am I just confused or?
Well, why don't you play it for me and I'll tell you what could be going wrong. What could be going wrong?
I'm not even sure because when I play it, I'm always like halfway lost. So let's see.
Now that was right, but you are also taking too much time with the ornaments.
Yes. Okay.
So you're going da dee da 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 dee da, but it's yum diddly dum dee da 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 da. So you got to fit all that finger work into the dotted quarter note.
So we are playing it as written. I'm just slow. That's
yes.
Okay, I can handle that.
And that's okay. Yeah, totally okay. Slow is fine. For some people I have this technique with some people, and see, I can't really tell because it's Zoom with you guys, but maybe you guys are this case. Some people are really good at a lot of tunes, but they're trying to get rolls in, right? And so I get them to do it like this. It really seems to work really well. That just stopping to give yourself the time to do it right and then carrying on with the nice rhythm seems to really, really work. The other thing I get people to do is this. Wait until the last minute, to exaggerate that wait. Because for so many people, that's the hard part, is to wait to do the roll. So to hold it out and then at the very last minute explode with the finger work there seems to also help, okay? So something like that might work for you. But just keep working at those rolls. They take their own time. Yeah. Anybody else have anything they want to ask me or talk about or complain about? No? Okay, well, shall we do it a little tiny bit faster then? Just a little on the front foot. And then we'll smash them together, the two tunes. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That was a challenge. The last time was definitely a challenge. How did everybody do? Nobody stopped. That's good.
Yeah, and I have a question about Boyne, because sometimes with some tunes that I've learned before, I get into a Boyne pattern because it's easy. So I'm just, but it's not Irish.
Yeah.
Just when you're learning a tune, to single bow it to avoid getting into that, because in this tune, those arpeggios, I want to do the first note on the down bow and then slur the other three up.
Yeah. Now, so here's how it sounds when you do that. So what did you want to do again? Down.
Well, yeah,
right?
So, and that's what happens in a lot of tunes when I'm learning them, because it's easier.
Yeah.
But right, and then you get into a bad habit, and it's really hard to.
Now, I should say first off that there's no such thing as right with bowing for Scottish and Irish. Like, it seems like there's nothing but diversity when it comes to the approaches, but there are elements, right? So those up three in the up, that element there, that would be really good, because that's slurring that actually helps, right? And the slurring that you're talking about, this here, the only thing that's wrong with that is that it brings out the downbeat instead of the backbeat, right? You hear that? So it's not horrible, but it does take away a little bit in that way. See what I mean? So when I do those arpeggiated bits, I always single bow them because they're more articulate. See that? And it just makes it a little cleaner. And sometimes the bow direction change can do the string crossing for you. That's what I'm a big user of that. See what I mean? So if you just happen to be going down bow for that up bow does the string change for me. See that? Yeah. So I'm always doing stuff like that too. But yeah, that's why I single bow those arpeggiated bits. If you wanted to, like I was saying to Deborah, if you want a default that's definitely going to work, yes, you go with the single bow except for the up-ups, and it will always work, you know. But I think that you'd be totally up for doing some variations of bowing there, Bev. And it makes me feel like maybe we should do the long bow exercise. Have I ever talked about the long bow exercise? No. Okay. So that's where you're trying to get good at this. Melanie, have I talked about it? I have. Okay. So I'm going to talk about it again. So longbow is the Irish style of bowing, this whole three in the up thing. 3 up, 1 down, 3 up, 1 down. They do it all the time. And I developed a little exercise that you can use to try to get better at it. Okay, just in itself, because it's a skill. Once you get it under your arm, you'll find you're doing it all the time, probably too much. So anyway, here's the pattern. So first of all, say we're playing, this tune is in the key of D, but we'll do this pattern in G because it gives us a longer crack at it over the whole violin, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to play this little pattern. We're going to play the first few notes of the scale and then go back to the open string like that. See that? And then I'm going to do the same thing on the next note of the scale. See that? And then the next one. So first of all, let's see if we can get that pattern under our fingers there, guys, without even worrying about the bow, okay? Start down, but we'll just go open, 1, 2, open. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, open, 2. Okay, let's see if we can do it nice and slow. Ready, go. One more. Okay, and that's the top of the scale. Now, if we did that slurring pattern in there, the Irish longbow style, it's going to look like this. The first 2 notes are in the up bow. The next note is in the down bow. The next 3 notes are in the up bow. Down. Up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You getting the idea? You getting the general idea of that? Okay, so let's go real. Yes.
Dan, do you think you could just do that and post it on YouTube for us?
Oh, definitely. Yes, I will definitely do that. You're not the only person that has asked, so I will be doing that. 1 second, please. Just hold on. Yes, boy.
Do you know if there's any more tape?
Tape's a tough call. Did you check my bench on the back porch? Okay. Okay. Tape. The everlasting quest for tape. Okay. So, I will post that. Let's try it again. I'm recording it now, so I can just pull it out and post it there later. So let's try it again. So up, up, down, up, 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 down, up, 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 down. We're playing rock and roll, except it's Irish. Okay? Here we go. Ready, and up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, a few brave souls tried to keep doing it. Now, how did you do? Who finds it completely impossible? Debbie, Kayla, a little bit impossible. Okay, so do you want to try doing a little bit of it for me so I can see either one of you? Just try doing the first little bit of the pattern.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the pattern. I just...
Okay.
It's too fast for me.
Okay, let's go even slower. It's easier for me to say it as I play it.
I'm not that smart, sorry.
Oh, I know the feeling. Okay, so first of all, I'll say it before we start. It's going to be up, up, down, up, 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 down. Okay? So 2 in the up to start, and then the third note is going to be the down, and after that it's up, 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 down, up, 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 down after that, all the way through. Okay? But I'll say it as we go, as best I can. Here we go. Up, up, down. Oh, I gotta mute Susan. There you go. Sorry, Susan. Okay. 1, 2, very slow. Up, up, down, 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 one more, up, down, up, down. Woo! Jeez. You hung in for more of it that time, Deborah.
Yeah, but I couldn't, I don't know the first part of it. Like, you're going up to the notes and not getting that part, so then even doing this it's okay. I'll figure it out.
You got about, I was watching you, you got about 6 of them. And then I think you got kind of odd. The thing is that it's a pattern. So if you go down one note early, you're kind of off for the rest of it. You know what I mean? That's why little bits of it. I always recommend to people when they're trying this to do little bits of it. You don't have to. If you can go right up and down the scale, that's great. But little bits are a little easier to manage. Okay? Anybody else having any trouble trying to get through. It was hilarious. The faces were hilarious, but you know, I've come to expect that when you're trying to work out. It's not intuitive. That up bow is kind of like, it's hard to get under your arm, that surprise up bow. Shall we try one more slow go at it? Okay, one more slow go, and then we'll kind of leave it for a week. We'll talk about it again next week, and I'll post the stuff, and then we'll try to squish the tunes together. So one more time with the G major, with the long bow style. So up, up, down, up, 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 down. Ready, go. Up, up, down, up, 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 down. Woo! Okay, better that time. Better, definitely more comfortable. So, and we'll have another go at it next time. We didn't talk about the coming down the scale, which is tricky on its own. So we'll do that. We'll tackle that next week, okay? So that's the longbow style. Now, I'm going to show you this wise maid. Watch this. I just did that whole tune in the longbow style. Every note. Did you notice that? It didn't. My bow did the same thing right through the whole tune. I'll do it again. That is an unvarying bowing pattern throughout the whole thing. Now, nobody would ever play a whole tune in that way. Like, you know, there's always kind of little bits that you're trying to pull off, but that is a really good bass line. You know, a way to get through a reel that has a nice swing, and you can go. The other thing about longbow style is once you get it under your arm, you can go pretty quick because you're not doing all that turning around like a Cape Brettoner. You know, so it gets pretty fast and furious. Yes, Bev.
I'm sorry. Would you mind doing that a little bit slower so that when we look at the recording, we can try the bowing while looking at you?
And so that you can believe me. I know. I understand. I understand. You need proof. So I'll go even slower.
Actually, Dan, are you able to sort of do a closer up on your bowing?
I think so. Let's see what I can do here. I'm such a... so savvy with my new computer. Let's see here. Spotlight for everyone. Is that better? Okay, here we go. Whoops, sorry, I'll start again. have a good example of that now?
Yeah, I was counting it as you were doing it. But when I look at the song, so forget the pickup, but then again, the first note is the F, and it's down, because it's your first note.
Yep.
But your pattern goes up, up, down. So if you start down, then you start your up. So when I go to the...
Let me show you here, Deborah. I can share my screen and I can show you exactly.
You know where I'm getting confused by what I'm trying to ask?
Yeah, so this...
Like the first beat on the first beat should be down, and then the three are up. Then down, three up, down, three up.
Exactly. So we got the big down roll here, down bow, and then up, 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 down, up, 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 down, up, 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 down, up, up, down, up, up, up. See how that works?
Oh, go back to the beginning. It's not what I thought, because your pattern was up, up, down. Oh.
Yep, you could do the up, up on these pickup notes. So up, up, down, and that would be a long one. And then up, 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 down, up, up, up. So the pattern, the thing is about the pattern is that it becomes the 3 in the up only when it's joined up with what you just did. So if you were starting it fresh, then it would be 2 in the up. Do you see what I mean by that?
I know what you mean by starting fresh.
So like if I was starting this bar here, it would be up, up, down, up, 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 down.
I see.
Yeah.
You're just playing the same pattern all the time, so
yep.
It wouldn't matter where you're playing it as long as you're following the pattern.
Yep, basically yes. Okay, and the roll confuses it, because if there was no roll, I would be going down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, up. I would have to start it later.
Right.
But this way I get to start it earlier.
So if you did a cut, you're down, up, down. Same thing. You're down, up, down.
Yeah. Da 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 da.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Actually, in a way, it doesn't matter whatever pattern where you started. As long as you keep the pattern, it won't matter.
That's right. As long, well, I mean, you want to make sure you start it like on beat 1 if you're doing it this way, because then all your down bows will on. The whole point of the longbow pattern is that beat 2 and beat 4 are down bows. Everything else is in the up bow. Just look at it like that. Beat, hey buddy, that's an awesome kite. Yeah, you can show everybody. Woohoo! Jerome Kite. That's great. You found the tape. That's awesome. All right.
I used a roll and a bit of tape.
That's all right. That's what it's for. It's not for looking at.
Don't fly it in the rain.
Yeah, we definitely won't take it out in the rain. So anyway, so everything in the up bow except beat 2 and beat 4. Except for when there's rolls. And that's why I'm always talking about how if you want to practice long bow, it's really good to use a tune that's entirely 8 notes, you know, with no rolls or dotted quarters or things like that to confuse it. Just for the practice. That's why I like to do the scale pattern. Da 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 da. Then there's nothing to interrupt you. You can just let that arm do that same pattern over and over. Okay? But like I said, you can't go wrong with backy fourthy, so you can always just go back to that. It always works. All right? Now, let's stick the 2 tunes together, guys. Okay? So reminisce yourself of Drunken Landlady. And then we'll go. Okay, it's going to be lovely. I'm glad we had that big talk about bowing, though, because this is an intermediate class. And I'm sure you guys want to get somewhere with making the right sound. That longbow style really helps get the Irishy sound. Okay? Really helps. Anyway, so let's do them twice each. Nice and easy, not too fast. No stopping or screwing up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. seemed to all go pretty good, except for me playing the Drunken Landlady 3 times, like a drunken landlady might. But other than that, how's everybody feeling about that set? Is it workable? Can we work it? Good, good, good. Now, can somebody remind me, before we wrap up, I'm just going to think of a plan for next week. What jigs have we learned so far? Lately.
Is Miss Shepherd a reel?
That's a reel, yes. That's a good one.
Then none.
Well, we did Stool of Repentance ages and ages ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did we do any Irish jigs, though? No. Okay, so I'm prescribing one for next week. And it's going to be, let's see. Oh, I got a great one. The Cliffs of Moher. Okay? And if you already know it, there's a lot we can do with that tune. I'll play it here before we go. That's the Cliffs of Moher. So if you already know it, like I said, there's a whole bunch of stuff we can do with that. Rolls and double stops and bowing and nice stuff. So that's going to be what we do next week. And we'll probably put another jig after it, like, oh, this one here. I can't remember the name of it, but we'll get that one. That's a great one.
Are you going to
sending out the music?
I will, yeah, because I'll have to find the name for that one, but I'll tune Palette and I'll look for a good session.org version. But that's the next set we'll do is Cliffs of Moher followed by that one. Also in A minor. Okay?
Hope your back feels better.
Oh, thank you. I had
Feel good, be well.
Yes, I'll try my best. During that last tune there, I had an Irish dancer threatening to Irish dance, but then she
Oh, it would have been nice
Did
to
ya?
see.
didn't. You can come say hi if you want.
Are you gonna show us your Irish dancing?
Oh.
No, she's not ready. She's working on. They're working on a reel, and they're almost done. All the steps of a whole reel. And she's also just started the slip jig. And I'll tell you, her new teacher is quite demanding, isn't she there, Self? Yeah, she likes everybody to do a good job.
Next week I have to paint an egg for Easter.
Yeah, they're gonna dress up as Easter eggs for next week's class.
And paint and we have to paint one.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's a good Irish Easter egg. Anyway, so I'll post all that stuff, and we'll see you guys next week. And thanks for your patience this week.
Thank you.
Okay, bye bye.
Well,
Feel good.
Thank you.